So hey guys, anybody out there with Makita 18 volt batteries that happen to mysteriously go dead over time? I've had the worst luck with them. I've had to replace at least 4 of them over the past 2 years for no reason to me whatsoever. There was no cosmetic damage or functional damage. I didn't drop them. And I've watched some movies on YouTube of other guys exploring what's going on here. I just took this one apart and looked at the circuit board. I didn't see anything burnt. I flipped it upside down, blew it off, dusted it off with a paintbrush to make sure there wasn't any steel grinding dust, which I run into a lot in my shop, screwing up any of the contacts. But so I looked at each one of these solder joints on each battery and noticed on one of these that it is loose and not soldered together well. I'm going to have to figure out which one it is so I can point it out to you. Hold on a minute. Okay, that's way too obvious. And depending upon how these batteries are sitting here, but you can see clearance right between that metal plate and the top of this battery right here. You can see how loose it is. So I'm going to just solder that baby back up, see what kind of voltage and charging capacity we have after that. And I just soldered it. I put the blade of my soldering gun right in between those sheets and shoved a bunch of solder into it, and then just held it right on top for about 5 or 10 seconds and held it down with a screwdriver so it wouldn't separate during that time. So I'm going to go plug it in, see if it charges. And let me see. Plug it in the old battery that I rebuilt. What do you know? It works just fine. This battery has been through hell in a number of years. Some of these batteries that are coming in last me a year or two at the most. This is the first time I've ever taken one apart. But as you can see, this is a set of batteries that came out of a later model. It was like a brand new set that I probably got last year. It just quit working on me. Couldn't just return it. So I tore it apart. And there's just 2 batteries missing that I took out. I was going to try to boost on their own, which I never got around to doing. But if you look closely, these batteries aren't even soldered in. It looks like they use a spot welding type of attachment and assembly. And those little spots are obviously either too weak or just do not create enough fusion between their connectors and the body of the battery. But that's my story, and I hope it helps a lot of other people, because these batteries are not cheap. We all know that. So thanks for watching. Come back sometime.